Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, 'cause I got no problems, problems. 'Cause I got no problems, problems. 'Cause I got no problems, problems. Do you feel a little down? Say it. No problems. Let you in, but you out. Sing it. No problems. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now. Had none I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now. Had none I need to worry about, 'cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, 'cause I got no problems, problems. I'm bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil and I'm let it loose. I'm an earthquake, make your bones shake. There's no question I'm the king, I always dominate. A force to be reckoned with, better remember it. Look at what I can do, walking all over you. Incredible, it's criminal, I never lose. I'm bulletproof.
It's destiny, it's fate. debate. Climb out the sheets, find the jeans from a previous day. Grab the keys from off the counter, commute into the city, gonna take another hour. Man, I hate trading time for a way. At least I got a home and a job that pays. Faded from color, reaching to find when I wonder how. You're saying it'll all be fine, while you sit around and waste your time. Faded from color, stuck in the backseat and told to drive.
You look like a child. Well, thank you very much, Arthur. I've been very lucky down here. Feeling better than I did up north.
Collars itching, faces switching, another cup of joe and I'm fine. Come 5, I can burn a fresh dime. Lifting up the burdens, putting weight on my mind. Bet if I didn't chase that and embrace distractions, master my lack of faith and break through. Faded from color, reaching to find where I wonder how. You're saying it'll all be fine, while you sit around and waste your time. Faded from color, stuck in the backseat and told to drive. I'm holding out as I fight. I feel my colors wash away. Been finding my ground in the light of the hours I can't claim. 'Cause in time I restore my complexion and find that I left my distractions behind. In the meantime, I'll blindfold my pride and keep hold of my time like it's gold. Faded from color, reaching to find when I wonder how. You're saying it'll all be fine, while you sit around and waste your time. Faded from color, stuck in the backseat and told to drive.
I pack my suitcase, headed out the door. I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home. A couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road.
Miles past, turning back, found my track, face the fact she a cold one. Never gonna settle for none. Stay up every night till I won. Don't want a slow rise now. I'm confident opulence isn't a long ride out. When I look back now, I'm astounded. A quiet boy from old age, but always felt the world was a stage, yeah. I celebrate one last late night. My old life ain't staying.
I pack my suitcase, headed out the door. I keep my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home. A couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road.
I'm headed to LA. Headed on my way. I'm headed on my way to LA. Headed on my way to.
Couple thousand miles, throw it on the dash. Shit, 10,000 hours, can't let them pass. Yeah, well, I was putting time in, you was pulled up wildin'. You always had shit to say, now when I see you, it's silence. Thought I have a Grammy by 25. Commas after commas next to dollar sign, yeah. Remind myself why I'm living this life. Look at all the late nights, it'll all come in due time, yeah.
Made for the fight, for the pain and the climb. Tied to the life I chose. Stay through the night, another day, not a dime. Race against time. I couldn't just lay by and wonder what my shoes laced. 2,000 miles away from home. A couple dollars in my pocket, never stopped the boy before. I load my bags and hit the road.
You feel like something new. You feel like something. You feel like something new. You feel like something. Don't just stop it. Doing what you do. When I lay back, holding on to you. Ooh, ooh. Feel like something new. Yeah. Got my senses here on overload. All my body is for you to hold. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Feel like something new. Yeah. And I never thought that I
I won't waste another one. Oh, that darkness, it won't set me back again. Oh, I'm not asleep or awake. I won't let the future escape. Take me back to you. Just shake the ground. Oh, this lightness, it will fill the air around. Oh, I'm not asleep or awake. I won't let the future escape. Back to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another beautiful evening of ESL Challenger League Season 49. Evening for you, morning for me. I'm Mac, this is Pilski, and we're bringing you all the action today. And we're going to be scouting out Rooster up against JFT to see who is the top chook.
Yeah, right now it's Rooster. They're right up the top of the leaderboards in ECL. JFT right down the bottom, although they've only played 4 maps so far, 1 and 3 overall, and one of them was pretty close. So I'm keen to see what we're going to get from JFT. A couple of names that I'm not too familiar with, but I wanted to come check in with Rooster. They are the top dogs or top cocks, if you like, here in ECL. And, you know, they've been kicking around a little bit, playing in a few qualifiers, playing on some, you know, Guam server business, you know, ASAP playing on Singapore server, farming some Asian teams. You love to see it.
You certainly do. You certainly do. And you love to see Rooster up top of the group at the moment. Look at that, 5-1. Very happy to be right up there. And it looks like with Justice for Tomorrow being 1 and 3, is a very high chance that we are going to see a bit of a one side of the fair today. JFT, of course, you know, there are some names on there that you might have seen in your Face It games. I think they've been grinding through as many of the competitions and the open leagues and stuff as possible to get here. But so far, it hasn't gone to plan now that they are in the big leagues. Look, arguably, we got some orgs back into the region, which is good, considering, you got FlyQuest out of there. So that's a positive takeaway. And look, some of these other teams as well, obviously, haven't played a lot of their games, so there could be a chance for Justice for Tomorrow to try and climb that leaderboard.
Yeah, for sure. I think we've kind of gone back to... I mean, to be fair, I don't know much about these orgs, although I do think we've met at least the owner of KCG and Mindfreak and some of these other orgs. And look, it's varying levels of organization going on at the moment. You got a couple of bedroom orgs, you got a couple of interesting setups in the case of maybe a team like House Bets that you're not really sure what the deal is with that. But yeah, it's good to see some organizational support, whether it be just old mate that you know from down the road running a team and supporting the boys, which we do love, as well as some more kind of formal organizations, and even, as you mentioned, up to the level of a FlyQuest. Today, though, Mac, I have chosen a man, a myth, a legend. He's been out of the game for a while, but he's back, baby. It's Danny G. Dude has not played an official in almost 3 years until recently. And
Danny
he's
Gangster.
back in Rooster.
He's back in Rooster? Whoa.
He's back.
Big Danny G, huh?
Yeah.
Get to watch him play a game. Man, we're throwing it back for this one. So, again, we get to see another Rooster roster swap, the classic.
Just old boys club, isn't it?
It really is.
At this point, you know, like just recycle the same players over and over again. To be fair, he has not played too badly in his first series. I'm going to have to see a lot more before I'm sold that picking up Danny G out of complete obscurity is the move that Rooster needed to go for. At the same time, though, these kind of moves are, I mean, I always say, what the hell is Rooster doing with their roster? You know, they always pick their mates up and then half the time it works out, or they end up being pretty good, or they end up being one of the boys from the Pugs that's actually kind of sharp. So, look, I'm willing to reserve my expectations. They're doing well in ECL so far. Are they the force that looked like they were going to test FlyQuest a little bit, or Greyhounds, as they were formerly known when Nedic was in the roster for a short period of time? Towards the end of 23, I want to say. Hell no. Like, we're in the weird era of parity right now where I couldn't even tell you who the second best Aussie team was. But look, Rooster have got a chance, so maybe try to stake their claim to that. But this Danny G pickup is going to have to work out well for them. We're going to go to Dust 2, Big CL, and we banned down to 1 map. And look, even though Train's been left in there, Rooster are not feeling too interested in that, but you're excited because the second one, right?
One of the day. We might get to see a bit of Oceanic Train. Ooh, that's that could be spicy. Yeah. Could also be not very spicy, depending on how it goes.
It could be absolutely putrid, depending on the level of practice these teams have got on Train at the moment.
Yeah.
You're not even really seeing it at the top level too much, though. To be fair, it's getting banned out of a lot of those series. Up even in Europe, like teams are not adopting it too much just yet. So look, fair enough. Don't expect Oceania to be early adopters by any stretch of the imagination, but I'd love to see it a little bit, and maybe we will get a chance to see it in the second best of 1.
Yeah, the cool thing about it at the pro level is it's much slower than what you see in Pugs. In Pugs, people sort of just, try to smash their way at A main, but you get heavily punished for that at the pro level. I don't know about at this level, so that's why I'm interested to see it, to see if it is just going to be messy scrim gameplay or if it is going to be a bit more refined. Rooster can come in with some solid strategies at time to time, but I don't know if they'll need to really bring that in against the likes of JFT. But I'm happy to be, shut up with that statement. I'm happy for JFT to show us what they're capable of. And I'm also ecstatic, actually, that Danny G is back on Dust 2, his home ground.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, maybe he was just waiting for the map pool change to come back in. He heard that Dust 2's back in the pool, and he said, I'm back, baby. Straight into the game. Let's go. JFT up against Rooster. Top of the table here in ECL Oceania versus the bottom of the table team. You'd expect a bit of a somp, but I am crossing my fingers, crossing my toes for a bit better of a game.
Crossing those toes. I'm proud that you've done that.
I can actually, I can cross all of them, but that's a story for another time.
Is that Dan's?
We got Dan's in the server. All right. And he's fragging. What year is this?
Dan's from Goulburn. Not there anymore. Doing work. And it looks like we are going to see Rooster just tear him a bloody new one. Picks everywhere. Chaotic and JFT just had no idea what to do there. I respect the uppers push and the attempt. But yeah, Rooster were very much ready for that.
Try to get active. Straight out of Goulburn. Hit him with the Goulburn peak. You love to see it. Nice little 2K for Dance in the pistol there. Chell and Slimy have gotten on the board. Forcefire coming in from the CT side. We will see if it's going to bear any fruit here. Rooster going to throw a little bit of a progression smoke towards long. Do a little bit of a tickle, but they're not in a rush to be going anywhere. And as you are seeing on Dust 2 nowadays, especially against some of the more aggressive buys, the T's playing very passively, aware that the lower dark aggression or uppers crunch could be a possibility that they have to keep in the back of their mind.
Oh, Dan's has got that golden view model, the Nico view model. Everyone seems to be adapting. Bit of contact on short. JFT falling off with the info. But still playing a decent setup.
Yeah, Rooster still more or less in a 1-3-1. Keeping eyes on the extremities, trying to punish any flanks. Progression Molly up on the short does push. I'm going to say Kaze. Kaze's come to OCE. Freeman's come to OCE. Kaze's come to OCE. All of the China players and Hong Kong players now realizing, and Malaysian players in this case, realizing that you got to come down under to Oceania to learn how to play the game, honestly.
Is it
Kaze...
Hang on. Was it the Freeman lineup that qualified just before to the Mesa thing?
They just qualified. Yeah, they just qualified to an international event.
Huge.
Freeman in Oceania. I never thought I'd see the day. Nice couple of entries coming out of Rooster. I mean, that really is just a beautifully constructed anti-half buy round, isn't it? They just hold in a 1-3-1 for most of the round. Progression Molly to take that short control. And then they just simple pieces of utility that just absolutely roll JFT over. Honestly, I think you needed to see something a little bit more special out of JFT there. They just kind of sat stagnantly a little bit in those positions when they have both a util and a weaponry disadvantage. You need to probably push something, probably take a bit more of a risk or stack something if you're going to try to be picking up that round.
Yeah, I think their risk was just that mid peak at the start. They shot like 3 bullets and then fell back off into that short setup. But unfortunately, weren't able to hold that. But let's see what they're going to be able to do here with a Hero Deagle in the hands of Kaze.
Love it. My favorite Malaysian player. Look, not a lot going right for JFT in this game, lads. I'm not going to mince words here. Not too much to talk about. Deagle doesn't get much done either. Dan's is somehow sharp. He's got to be at least 53 by this point.
It's MC. He's been whipping him into shape in the bloody face at Q's, mate.
Is that what it is? Is that what it is? Okay. Interesting. I mean, MC probably the closest thing that Oceania has to a top-level performer these days. So fair enough, honestly. If that's who you're queuing up with, then you're probably not doing too badly for yourself.
Larko Taco with the Galil in hand, looking to potentially sneak onto Dance here, who is very hungry for a kill. Ooh, but won't be able to get that one.
Ooh, punished. I mean, Dan's out of the game. He'd love to just rock up for a best of 2 and be a 1.6 rated HLTV player. That is probably the goal for him tonight. Let's be honest. Going smoothly for Rooster, but we haven't seen a gun round from JFT just yet. They have had some closer games. They have taken a map so far in ECL, so got to give some credit. They have made it into this league. This is a rough opponent for them in this matchup. There's no two ways about it. But for teams like JFT, for me, Mac, all I want to see from them is some degree of competitiveness, some good rounds here or there. That's not a good start to it. Peeking Suicide into Chelios is exactly that. And they will lose the AWP right off the rip here.
Oof. Lovely little mid-pressure out of TJ. Larko not quite ready for the advanced position. And there's just no information there for JFT at all. You can see Elf Milk wanting to keep full focus on that mid-B smoke. And Kaze only has a flash and that M4 to try and really hold on to hit.
So is that the Dan's view model you're talking about being the Nico one, right?
Yes. It's like slightly closer to the middle.
We used to call that the we used to call that the Quake view model.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
I think the theory is, right, you get to see a little bit on the right side of your screen if you are playing stretched.
Right, okay, cool.
Where like most people are playing stretched these days, right?
Of course. Nice couple of picks back from JFT, but they are still 3-on-3 in an after plant trying to retake the B side. That's going to be difficult for most teams. Molly on in. Couple flashes scaled up over the top. Can they break into the site here? They're not even going to attempt it. They're just going to throw some util in and opt to save these couple of rifles, I guess. Is there an AWP to retrieve for them? There is. Kaze with an AWP in hand. Color me surprised.
Yeah, they'll be happy with that. F Society 16-14 Renegades Dust 2, never forget.
Okay, that's a throwback. Herbs, my goat. What was it? Herbs, Dan's. Who else is playing for that kind of team? Oh my god, it's so long ago now. Was it a blackout? Maybe that was after blackout era. I don't know, man. That's a good. That's got to be a good 10+ years ago now. Like I'm getting old, guys.
Dust 2 Face It League Stage 3 OCE, casted by James Bardoff and DDK.
Love to see it. Much better casters than we get nowadays. Am I right?
Am I right? Good long hold for the moment, but timing on the swing and those shots. That's that Perth peak for you. ASAP, right on out. Finding a nice little triple for the round already. And that should be the round done and dusted. JFT just looking to hold that cross at range. Coffee. We'll have to deal with that smoke at some point. But again, Rooster, just playing patiently, grouping up, making sure that they are going to be close enough to trade this one out easily.
Once again, you're in just save simulator for JFT. Struggling to win some of these duels in the early to mid round and find too much impact. They just are unfortunately rudderless right now. On this CT side, maxing out the loss bonus with 2 players surviving, they can actually go for a double drop, and Kaze with 2k in the bank can probably buy himself up. So we will get another gun round on the tail end of this at least.
This
This
is before my time.
Start seeing.
By the way,
What's
this
that?
is Shake, PBK, and Sicko with Dans and Herbs.
Oh, PBK?
Yeah. P8K?
I don't even know who P8K. Oh, P8K.
Is it?
What was his alias? There's got to be. Oh, is that Payback? That's Payback.
Payback.
Okay.
There you go.
Payback. Say the rest. Payback. Dance.
And
Herbs.
Shake.
Who else? Shake. Yeah, I remember Shake.
There
And then
you
who
go.
else? There's got to be one more.
Sicko.
Sicko. Oh, of course. Yeah, I remember that. That's like Direwolves kind of roster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Payback was like. You would have. You loved grinding the FPLs. You would have loved playing with Payback back in the day, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That dude was a big pugger. He loved running the pugs back. You would have gotten on great.
Hell yeah. My man. Well, we got a lot of puggers in this game too. So, look, Coffee, heavy pugger, Elf Milk. I think he's been grinding his way towards the top. Also, very young individual. You got Kaze and Exy. Those two have been pretty decent to play with, and they're heavily known in the OS community as pug spammers. They love a good queue.
Yeah. I feel like the pug spammers are different nowadays. Like the pug spammers nowadays are like exchanged younger guys. I felt like back in the era of the team you're talking about, the puggers were like people from 1.6 or Source who are like 30-year-old Aussie guys or like mid to late 20s Aussie guys like yelling at you for doing something dumb. And nowadays, like puggers is mostly like younger guys.
Oh. Okay, we got a round.
Yeah, much better stuff.
A couple of nice angles found. JFT able to use that mid pressure effectively. Should be able to spot this bomb in the lowers.
Okay.
But TJ, he's looking for this 1v5. He wants that. He wants those JWS. Sorry, RWS.
R-dubs.
Yeah.
Get the R-dubs. Come on.
I'm still waking
Do you
up.
even have
guys.
that on Face It or not?
Nah, you got to. You don't have anything on Face It. You just got a KD, average kills, all that.
Got to miss the R-dubs leaderboard where you get a skin as a prize if you bait harder than everyone else. Lovely.
Hell yeah.
That was a nice round from JFT though. That's kind of what they need, but they need to consistently string these together. Money's still pretty good for Rooster. 1900 loss bonus, so I think even if they do lose this round, they probably have another buy in the back pocket. So you're going to have to win another 2 good CT gun rounds back-to-back if you want to reset this tier economy here. Long line established for JFT early on. Do have a player kind of prodding the middle of the map in Elf Milk here. I don't know how you milk an elf, but I'll ask Jordan Mays and see what he says. I'll get back to you guys.
Of course. Grew up on the farm, milking elves. Of course. Christmas time was always a bit crazy for him. You probably shouldn't ask him, it might trigger him. That being said, Elf Milk probably going to get triggered with that 2-man peek. Unfortunate crosshair placement, just threading the needle between them. And with the short control, we've also got Slimy lurking late at long. Could just be the full crunch. 3 CTs here, though. But you can see Kaze second guessing himself with the crisscross smoke being thrown. Also, there's this new adaptation of the lurk smoke, which has the waterfall effect on that left side of CT. You've seen a few pros abusing that just to go for the CT drop as well.
Rooster just not really doing too much of anything. Waiting to see if there's going to be a re-aggression or some kind of mistake out of JFT. With 25 seconds, they are going to kick off the rest of this round. Still so much utility. So many flashes in the kit. But they still don't flash Coffee off the line. They're still just going to go ahead and trade him out the old-fashioned way. 4-on-3 now for Rooster as they establish this plant for short. And JFT, they've got a lot of work to do. They've got to try to probably recontest this retake by retaking short. There's already multiple Ts looking to fight there.
Nice shot out of Kaze. Chell very much ready for the repeat. And Dan's a crispy one tap to close out the round. 6-1 now. And Rooster very heavily in the lead. But JFT, they got a little bit of money to reinvest into this round after a clean one in the prior.
Yeah. Trying to keep things as competitive as possible, but this game is pretty quickly going by the wayside for them, unfortunately. Let's see what they come up with in this round. Orp has gone over to Coffee once again. Have established that long control. Rooster have not really been interested in contesting it too much. They've instead been quite happy to take short control and maybe lurk out middle, look for a pick, and they've consistently caught people off guard doing exactly that. Just a dry contact straight out middle. Coffee hits the deck early on. Elf Milk all on his lonesome. His teammate is not really in a position to really offer him any support, and he just crumbles.
Okay. That lurk smoke out of tunnels is the cover that Kaze could have used. But Dance, good clearance. Just on that left side of tunnels, making sure no stone goes unturned. And Rooster will be able to convert themselves to a 7th now.
Good stuff. Timeout's going to come out for JFT. They've got to stop this big string of rounds going in the favor of Rooster. This game is very much getting out of control for them. See what they're going to come up with. Would have thought that they'd be taking the timeout into a round maybe that they had better money in, honestly, but not going to be the case. Just force buying into a famous M4. I mean, I guess they still do have full loss bonus, so they're able to at least put rifles together. But I feel like Coffee's been having a couple of decent kills with the AWP on the gun rounds, so that might be something that they're sorely missing.
What are you sorely missing at the moment, Mitch? Now that you're back in Australia, what do you miss from Korea?
Honestly, mate, I missed Australia much more.
There you go.
And I'm glad to be back. Surely you miss. What do you feel the same?
Yes, I just don't like thinking about it.
Post bias. Yeah. What a bloody.
Bro, I miss
what a bloody
5 ping, bro. I miss 5 ping so badly.
Country. Hey, my internet's terrible at the moment. If it makes you feel any better, Rooster.
I'm going
to take the short control.
Kevin's made it smell like him.
Oh my god, it's not good. So spread his scent.
Yeah.
Mark this territory.
Oh, did Kaze not see that?
Nope.
Mustn't have.
TJ just tapped his head off. He's been looking sharp this game.
Nope.
Good game from TJ. I've cursed him, but he's been traded pretty swiftly. Nothing to be too upset about.
Yeah,
Rooster in a 4-on-3. They've got control of the A site for now.
Rooster have established that JFT are incredibly weak on short, and they are going here super regularly. And it's not looking too good for Larko and Coffee here, but at this point, you're 6 rounds down. You may as well, honestly, just give it a crack, knowing that your fate could already be sealed, and your opponents are just that little bit better. Slimy and Chell happily taking the final 2 picks. And 8 already on the T side is looking even more grim. JFT can have almost nothing to buy into the next.
Yeah, just not a game that's gone terribly well for them, unfortunately. Going to be back onto the half bite, see what they can get done with the pistols and armor. Rooster just looking to further extend their lead, further extend their advantage. Had a great game so far. Got to be happy with how it's going. Aggression into lower dark and a short setup, and this time Rooster's going to switch things up, especially against the pistols. Just take those long range. You've already conditioned the other team that you've hit the middle of the map time and time again. You've been, as you mentioned before, abusing short. And JFT just unfortunately a step behind in the calling this time.
Ooh, okay. Kaze managing to open up the festivities. Find the upgrade. Full clear the upper tunnels area. But little does he know, he's poked the beehive. Rooster going for this full rotation. Looking to potentially re-clear uppers, expecting that A stack off the info. And Kaze, he will fall. And that might be a quick B take off the back of this one. Mid-door smoke, couple of flashes to slow things down, but Rooster not wanting to Walk straight into upper tunnels with that good spacing. And happy just to contact through and eventually end up on the old B site. On the coffee with that Deagle. Gazing through the doors, and it will be... Oh, crosshair taken off at just the wrong moment. Info from TJ. Able to spot these CTs through the doors, but JFT, as we mentioned before, are going to be happy to give this one a red-hot crack. Flash through the doors, no one going with it, and that's the only piece of util that JFT had. Flood in the window in a moment, but this molly is going to be ticking on them. TJ ready for the flood, and that should just be that. Dance happily snatching away XC at the end, and Rooster just asserting their dominance.
Yeah, right at the top of the table for a reason. Hoping that we see a resurgence, a return to form for Rooster. I don't know what kind of iteration of Rooster this is, though. Whether this is just the boys having a good time together, playing some games of Counter-Strike and seeing how far it goes, or if they're kind of pracking at the moment. A little bit more on the heavy side.
Yeah.
Not sure what the expectations for Rooster are these days, really. They have been, like I said, playing some of those Asian qualifiers and things like that. First pick from Chelios. Oh dear, this short setup has just not worked at all for JFT.
Yeah, maybe if they use some support from like a flash from a B ramp player or something like that, could be a nice adjustment on those swings. But we're not seeing that. Coffee going to be able to at least grab one back. Dropping into CT means that A side is going to be very difficult to hold from here. Mollied off. And there is space for days for Rooster to get this bomb planted. Once it's retrieved. Molly to CT. Just continuing to buy the time. Kaze. Oh, not going to get his head ripped off. Chell misses the flick. Smokes off short. And we'll get to a safer position. Back with the boys. Kaze saying, flash me in, Chief. Coffee going to be doing just that. And unfortunately, there is a smoke around the corner. So JFT should just be utilitied out off the back of this one. But at least they've got an AWP and an AK. Arguably, two of the better weapons that you could have into the next round if you save them. Which they will. Hopefully. Someone asked in chat, did the house bets game get cancelled? I'd assume it would have been, because I'm pretty sure they're in Sweden right now for Pro League. Or at least traveling there. They got, what day is it? Some Tuesday now, right? I think they got to be there on Thursday. So they probably have to leave today to make that safely.
Let's see how they go. I don't really have any expectations for them, to be perfectly honest. As I kind of alluded to before, like I feel like right now it's kind of a weird time for teams of this level in Oceania. Don't really know what you're expecting from them or what you're going to get from them sometimes.
Yeah. Oh!
He's been pretty good at winning that fight. Just needs to nail down some more different fights. But that lower dark angle, you do not challenge him on that line. He's got that one figured out.
Okay, but how do you convert from here as JFT? You've got the man advantage. You just need to not throw. You get some kind of info. Lock down a mid-B split or even just that B pump that looks like it's coming. Ooh,
yeah, I think
Hang on. Uh-oh. Is this good? It could have been good.
Could have been good. I think they're doing exactly what they need to be doing, really. But at the same time, the problem with this setup is it just all falls apart if you don't trade well on short here.
Yeah, and this has been a weakness. We've spoken about that earlier, and many rounds. Elf Milk getting the good info on Xbox here. And they're just going to be going straight out mid-doors, crisscross smokes, just to deny that vision. The crisscross smoke, of course, will let TJ just going straight up towards the door side. Should be able to swing in. Good info, good entries. Elf Melt will be able to take Chell down from the back. But we've still got site control, and this bomb getting planted with plenty on the clock. Dan's with tons control now. Bomb planted for him. and just a molly and 2 AWPs for a retake. Honestly, I couldn't have thought, couldn't think of anything worse to try to retake the B site, but let's see what they've got for us. If the T's peak and don't hit their shots, maybe there's a chance, but it will be an 11-1 half.
Safety nets are overrated. Yeah. If you make one, you will fall. Too much of a temptation. Yeah. There's a comfort in the crawl. Now I've been on my feet too long. I know I'm strong. Just looking for some solid ground. So I can start to run. I don't wanna be tired, moving so bad. I don't wanna be tired. Feels like it's my time. I don't need you now. Don't you waste your time.
We are back with a second half, but will it be a half or just like a 1/10? We'll figure out in a moment, depending on how the pistol goes. JFT could maybe get their way back into the game, or Rooster could close us out with a nice pistol and a solid anti-eco with a 13-1 stomp on the horizon. It's going to be a bloodbath at long. There is one flash for TJ to play off. Good timing on it. On the CTs, they're going to be able to hit the sharper shots, although everyone from JFT are now going to be spotted, playing at range. Chell feeling very confident indeed. And as the helping hand right next to him of Dan's, it's Chell to close. And this map may be donezo. When we hopefully, very much hopefully, we could see a little bit of train on the cards for map 2 of the evening.
Indeed.
Very hopefully. Like Englando.
Getting a force buy here for JFT. I think for a team like JFT, they are the exact kind of team that does probably want to play a train. Not a whole lot else has particularly been going right for you, so I think you probably want to just go onto the less played map in the pool and see if you can try to get a W at the end of the day. That's not the best nade I've ever seen.
That's just CS2 for you. It's alright. It's alright, Slimy. No one saw it. Don't get embarrassed.
Not on the mainstream or anything. All good. JFT have left the bomb in spawn, Mac. That could be a problem.
Yeah.
But maybe they don't expect to get into an after plant.
They're just gonna kill him. Look at this. Wait, do they know that they have no idea Kaze's here? But Kaze had no idea Dan's was there, so Dan's could react in time. Elf Milk going to be able to find TJP pushing through long doors, getting a bit ambitious. But these weapons don't scream go a long, but that's where they're going.
Yeah. See if they can make them work. Mac 10, Techie, and an MP9 up against Famus at range. Should favor the CTs most days of the week. Nice shot from Coffee. Larko Taco grabbing himself a dink on the way through and up onto the site. That's going to be Rooster 13-1 domination from them today. Not much less to be expected, to be honest, from the top of the table team here in ECL Oceania against the team at the bottom of the table. But I was hoping for a little bit more nonetheless.
Yeah, look, sometimes this gap, I wouldn't say it was completely unexpected, but yeah, I thought we'd get to see a few more rounds coming out of JFT there. At least we get to see, you know, and set our expectations for this team. You know, are they going to be a team that hangs around in the ECL for the next season? Are they going to get relegated? You know, what is the actual gap from the top to bottom? These are the things that we're all kind of looking at today. And look, Rooster aren't necessarily the top team, but at the moment they are, especially with that win solidifying a top slot. And there is another point on offer for them with one more map coming through this evening. Yeah, any tips as the resident, you know, best player in all of Oceania, Mitch? What would your tips to JFT be?
Don't play Rooster. In an online game, bad idea. It's basically what made me stop wanting to play CS in the first place. Playing against Chelios in general just makes you not enjoy the game. So that'd probably be my main tip, I would say, from literally my own personal experience going back almost 10 years now.
MLW made you quit, right?
Oh, I don't know. One of those teams, I don't even know which one at this point. Not made me quit, but made me definitely not enjoy playing the game anymore.
Yeah.
These blokes are too cracked. And TJP, 16-4. We picked Danny G. Where's Danny G?
Yeah, Danny G. Didn't show up to the game, forced Dans to play.
Bro's
crazy, bro.
Literally dodging online. Like we're not even at LAN yet, mate. You don't need to dodge yet. Come on.
Oh, well, that was it. That's it. A Kadir player to watch was TJP. And it is time, of course, for the break. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you just after this for the second best of one of the evening.
If you wanna be my love, only gotta take it slow. If you wanna be my love, I'll show you what you wanna know. If you wanna be my love, baby, gotta take it slow. If you wanna be my love, I'll show you what you wanna know.
Mic muted. Welcome back. We are back with ECL season 49, and we are deep in the series between Rooster and JFT. One best of one deep already, and one best of one to go. And Mitch, I got bad news for you. If you look at the fly through, that might be a bit of a spoiler. I don't think we're getting the train I wanted.
I told you it was a bait, Mac. You can't fall for the bait.
Oh,
Fake veto.
every time,
Rooster's
man.
the one to ban it out twice, though. They could have... Rooster, you can just blame them directly, Mac. Just tell them you wanted some train. Ask
Put
TJ
train
why.
in there, man. Just play train. Come on, TJ. Come on.
I've loved train since I was a boy. You seen that guy on Instagram where is it Francis something? He loves trains.
Like Frank
Yeah,
Coy.
yeah, bro.
With the 360.
That's how much I
360
love
degree
train,
camera.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, the camera strapped to the forehead. That's how much I love train, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're being deprived of something special here. Oh, there's the fly through.
Hell yeah.
Producer on point. Shout out. Let's go.
We still get to
Getting
look
a
at
little
train,
bit-
even though we
That's
don't
the
get
most
train.
train you're gonna get to see here in Oceania.
Woo!
And based on the videos I've seen in Asia lately, I think that's probably going to be the same for the rest of tonight as well. But you never know. You can always hope. Always hope for something. Look at these textures, man. Come on. Look at those bricks. Gorgeous. Then look at Mirage. Big blobby textures. Come on.
Big blobbies. I was going over this the other day as well, right? Because pretty much all of the remade maps for CS2, right? Like your overpass, your train, and there was another one as well. They are quite like much darker than the rest of the maps. It's like all of the ported across maps are incredibly bright. Like they're the ones that burn your retinas, as you said before. But I'd love to use just a white crosshair, no outline. But there's so many places on all these maps where you just can't, because the brightness of the maps is way, way, way too bright. Like Anubis as well, Nuke. When Vertigo was there, you lose your crosshair like crazy in so many spots. But if you play like a train or an overpass, it's like they thought about that and they did actually bring the brightness, the maximum brightness of the whole map down. But then they got rid of overpass, and at least they brought train back in. But it's good to see that maybe as the maps all get like slow but sure reworks, we are going to end up in a place where white crosshair users aren't going to be discriminated against like this, because that's terrible.
Yeah, look, I don't mind a white crosshair. It's all right, but I definitely never use that in CS. I was a certified cyan enjoyer.
Oh.
Or otherwise known as teal.
Oh, okay.
And I also did love a bit of black and yellow with a black outline. That's a good way to go.
Okay.
Yep.
I've gone back to the thick crosshair that you're like, you can't use that. But I'm using it, and it's
bro
it's
thinks
working.
he's Shroud. Come on, bro. It's 2025. Like, get a fucking grip.
Well, I'll try. Sorry, just trying to live my life here, man.
That's all right.
I know.
Doing well,
The
you're
only
doing
reason
well
that
for
I
yourself.
point that out is because in the other shooting game, you can use whatever crosshair, and it never seems to blend in with the backgrounds. No matter what color you use, they really thought about that they made that game.
I use white and cyan in that game usually.
Yeah, that's why I
Like,
started
can't
using a
usually-
white crosshair, because it was so good.
You can't really use green in that game. Is the problem?
No?
Nah, especially on some maps, and then also with the poison gal. But that's a story for another day. Mac, you know? But nah.
No poison in this game. Not up in this business. No.
Well, how would you even do that though? Like some kind of poison grenade, maybe. Get some damage over time effects.
Yeah, well, that's what a
Rooster
Molotov
is
is.
Okay.
And you also have like a
Mr.
silence with
Mr.
a HE.
Technicality.
HE in the flash, You get banged or
Silence.
binged by either of those. You can't hear the footsteps coming at you.
Oh, but bloody hell. Banged and binged. There you go. Did not even realize that you could get banged or binged in this game.
Oh, hey.
Today I learned. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
well,
I mean, what do we need to see from JFT this game, Mac? Come on. I know you're a big JFT supporter. You were telling me before the stream You want the best for the boys. Elf Milk is your favorite new Turkish player, is what you told me.
Yeah.
So being, someone in the know, a professional player yourself,
Of course.
what would you do in their shoes right now?
Well, I'd try to veto to Mirage, because Mirage is one of these maps where when you don't necessarily have the best teamwork, you can still kind of make work, because there's a lot that the CTs need to watch. So on your T side, you might be able to create some kind of sneaky opening opportunities, depending on how Rooster are going to play this. And knowing that Rooster have what should be a stand-in, could maybe not be a stand-in. We never know with Rooster. Dan's is just going to be running around like a madman. So I'd say get ready for that. Kill Dance. And then finish
Kill
off
Dance, Phil,
Rooster.
run it Dance.
Run it Dance.
Your formal advice is run it Dance.
Yeah, because it's either going to be
It's
funny
what we're going with.
or he's going to have a mad HLTV rating. So we've either done him dirty or done him a solid, depending on how you look at it.
Okay. Yeah, look, I'll back it. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be helping them too much. I think just playing Rooster in this kind of league, in this kind of format, it's going to be pretty cursed for a team like JFT. You're probably wanting to try to get your dubskis against, your undergrounds, your vantages, those kind of teams. Might be a little bit more doable. Not even because of the relative level of the team, but more so just because it's Rooster and they'll just outskill you, win aim duels. But to be fair, there was they were just out macroing on Dust 2. They were just doing simple things that were effective and just winning the game, doing high percentage plays. So we'll see if we're going to get the same thing here on Mirage. T-side start here for JFT. Let's see if... Yep. You were talking to me about the fractions and how we didn't get a half. We got a 1/10 last time. So what other kind of mathematics you got for me, Mac?
It was like a 1/6. You really put the numbers to it. But look, I'm telling you, got to do jungle control, bomb planet for jungle. This is looking pretty good if they can hit their bloody shots, but they've allowed a man to crab walk through the crawl space. He was on his face, he was on his bum, and he still shot better. And that's going to be Rooster with a quick retake. So, look, unfortunately, with the jungle control, that was good. That was well thought out, but the shooting part didn't work out.
No. Did the effectively the gif where the CT's walking with his gun between his knees. That's what we've witnessed there in live action semi-professional gameplay. And look, Rooster just continue their winning ways there. With the bomb plant though, get a cheeky little bit of a force buy. Lots of pistols here. Usually see a lot more Galils than that. They've gone for the utility, which I don't know if utility and macro play has necessarily been JFT's strong suit. So I'm a little bit surprised they're leaning so hard in that direction. I honestly would just love to see them.
They've gone for mid-control smokes and util. And they didn't bring that much into the round. They have 2 smokes left. So unless we just see an Xe on B, Rooster have respected the mid-utility. But the fact that JFT's done nothing with it.
They had ASAP literally on the deep mid line, and he's seen no one in middle. So they've effectively thrown 2 smokes and gotten nothing out of it, other than maybe... Well, they've gotten Rooster to stare down middle, but they haven't taken any advantage of that fact, you know what I mean? So...
Yeah,
they've used a lot of util to not get a lot done there. And now they're walking to the part of the map that they've kind of, prompted Rooster to defend, which is not working.
Yeah, I think this wasn't as thought out as JFT made it look. I liked the mid utility. I just didn't like how they stood at apps.
But this is the thing though. Okay, if you're going to use utility like that and not take map control off of it, you've got to use it to prompt out a reaction, right? But if we're talking about lane theory, we're putting pressure on middle and we're prompting the CTs to rotate to middle and fight middle together, which they did. It was 3 or 4 CTs there and they gave up the extremities. And then we go middle. That's probably not going to be very good, is it?
Yeah, you drive a hard bargain with that statement. Honestly, I wouldn't have hated if they just went for a B pop
Yeah, I mean, 100%. Mid smokes to pull the rotates away from the extremities, and then B pop or waterfall out palace. Now we're talking, bro.
But we didn't see that, and now we've seen them go mid with one mid smoke and kind of worse weapons than the last round. Pick onto Sap means they do have an M4 in hand, but TJ happy to take that fight from triple down short. Dance. I did say run at him, and he may be getting tested. Very solo on the B site right now.
Has
Slimy.
he still got it?
Oh, Slimy's in a dangerous spot, but he has TJ here. And you say, you know the saying, never fear. TJ was here. Slimy takes him out. Does JFT's job for him.
Nice shot. Nice shots all around in the chat. Well done. Slimy's definitely getting an earful right now. And look, Rooster up 3-0. We're gonna finally get a gun round out here for JFT.
Oh, I'll tell you what would make my year, Mitch.
What would make your year, Mac?
Cash in the map pool at the Austin Major.
Okay. What about cash in the map pool at IEM Melbourne?
Cash for the cashes. Huh?
Good.
Could be. Hey.
Sounds good.
Imagine if it's ready and we get that as like the first sniff.
Yeah, you love a good sniff, Mac. There's one thing I know about you. It is that 4-on-4 here. T's coming up connector. No real A presence though to kind of sync up the pinch. So they need to try to see if they can get a nice duel here. Chip nade comes out from Slimy. Very hands-off approach in middle here for Rooster, which actually leaves ASAP out on the island. He's got a lot of work to do. Going to drop himself a mid-sight smoke and try to play for time, and that's actually going to work very, very well. Denies XC the chance to trade. Slimy's going to clean him up on the rotation, and although ASAP's getting crunched on here, it's going to take a long time for JFT to clean him up.
He did such a good job surviving around default. That smoke provided enough cover to buy time for the rotations. And you've also got Dan's with the freebie on the flank. No trigger discipline there. Just happy to take the pick. Drop that bomb down. And Coffee on 5 points of health is... Ugh. He's just going to be chipped away out eventually. Slimy with the swing from triple. Gets it done. Also, did you know that Europeans call triple firebox? Do you know how confusing that's been for my brain? And only like East
Firebox.
Europeans. Yeah, because there's a fire sign on it. On triple.
Yeah. Yeah, like the earliest versions of Mirage, like we're talking literally like 2013 or 2014. I think I remember seeing that.
Yeah, it's still there. There is still a sticker with a fire.
I didn't even know the symbol was still there, but I remember like very early on there used to be a lot of fireboxes around like the Mirage CE or whatever the hell that map was called, that iteration.
Like the one that looked like Inferno?
Yeah, it was grey. Yeah, it had the E-boxes. I actually like that better than the stairs, but that's a story for another day that, look, Zoomers probably don't care about at this point. 4-on-1. Larko Tarko. One of the greatest names since we had Oily in ANZ Champs. Unfortunately, he's going to be just about as successful.
What was the name of Swanky's team in that again?
God's work.
Meat Grinders?
Oh, that was Swanky's team?
Was that Swanky's team? Yeah.
I don't think so. I think
Swanky, I swear Swanky was on Meat Grinders. Wasn't that like Swanky and Razar and stuff? I swear.
No, that was God's work.
Was it?
Meat Grinders was like a different team. I think they had like Anima and those guys on it. But Swanky's played on so many teams that like you wouldn't. I mean, I don't even know at this point, you know.
True. Let's see who was on that game against Greyhound back in 2022. Oh, it was like Archie and Crimson and stuff.
Yeah, denied by Dan's. This is a explosion that's kind of backfired. Bomb's completely out of position. Probably got to be up to XC to get the lion's share of the work done from bottom cotton here to try to turn this round around, but he's not really being given very much by Rooster.
Coffee. Looking to try and help out Exy here, but Exy not quite ready for Slimy. In the pocket on jungle, Coffee. Little jump for good luck, but he's not going to hip scop and a hippity skippity hoppity jump his way to success.
Yep.
Is he? No. Definitely not.
No.
Mitch, this game is so one-sided, it's hurting my brain.
You said it, not me, buddy. I don't honestly know why you picked this one to watch, mate.
Just had to be done, mate.
Just a big JFT fan at the end of the day. I mean, like I said, I always love keeping an eye on the up-and-coming teams and the teams that have been promoted into ECL. Unfortunately, we do end up in situations like this quite often, especially when you see them take on a team like Rooster. Because like I said, it's not even about the relative level and skill difference between these teams. It's the fact that you're playing Rooster. Like, these guys will just kind of destroy teams of this level. I think if you're a JFT and you play someone like a House Pets or something, you might have an easier time, perhaps, at trying to get an upset going.
Big shot.
Every duel going the way of Rooster.
Yeah. I like what JFT were trying there, but Rooster just have that extra bit of communication. ASAP got told, hey, I'm pretty sure they're going up cat, and he threw a Molotov. And then that stopped them from going up cat. An incredible counter utility out of Rooster. And JFT probably never experiencing a Molotov to stop them with their cat split. So let's see
Jesus Christ.
what goes on here. Perfect timing from Slimy just to jiggle mid and catch Larko lurking. 7-0.
Time for some more pistols and armor.
Oh yeah.
I think like the slower mid plays and mid to A and things like that, guys, it just has not been working. We need to evaluate the options. We need to start going for some B pops. We need to start going for some palace pops. Smoke to window. Looks like we're going for some kind of A play. Flashes over the top of palace. It's simple, but it could work. It's really up to TJ.
Whoop.
We're going down the ladder. Okay.
Yeah. That was an entry route. Nice shots out of Slimy to get that second headshot. Little spray transferio. And it looked good for JFT in theory. Slimy even jumped out jungle for info, but because JFT didn't scale onto the site at all, they just got shut down.
Yeah, I think TJ positionally there couldn't be faulted either. Like, you need the A anchor to be a little out of position perhaps at times, or you need to hit a nice shot with a dig or something like that as you come in out A.
Yeah.
And he just wasn't out of position at all, and then they just get picked apart from that retake CT position and jungle. That's a difficult spot to be in. Another gun round here for JFT. They're going to keep things simple. It's a 1-4. Little bit of mid pressure from Larko Taco, trying to keep the CTs in a 1-3-1 and keep them interested, which he has done. This once against TJ. Retake A. Larko's going to go down, but unfortunately, he's not able to find too much impact as the rest of JFT filtering out A now with the CT smoke and a little bit of a molly to jungle.
Great defensive utility from TJ. Just mulling off Balk. Little lurk smoke there. Not allowing the triple swing to come on the backside. ASAP in con. Nasty shot onto Coffee to get that quick double. And just like that, no chance at a plant. And the smoke's now faded. No space for JFT to play the game. Kaze. 1v4 angle. Lots of eyes on his position. CT's fully aware that he's still here. All rushing to try and get the kill. And Dan says, hey, that's mine, baby. 9-0. Rooster. Off to the races.
Yeah. TJ probably throwing down a couple bets. JFT gonna get a hero AK on XC. A little bit of a half buy around it. I mean, you just got to try and throw some different things, see what sticks. Not a whole lot is right now. Gonna be bomb left in spawn and 2 packs of T's walking out both mains and looking for a pick.
Oh, spotting him through the boxes, but a lovely shot out of Exy to open up the round. Meanwhile, contact still happening towards B-Apps. Bomb left in spawn. And JFT not committing to either side just yet. Looks like it may be the B play. Larko doesn't clear the offline. Coffee will, though. Get a nice trade. No CTs here, but look at ASAP's position. He's heard all the footsteps potentially coming towards him. Gets into a nice high vantage point. Says, I've got the high ground, which he will for 2. Bomb going to be spotted, making his way through apps. And the CT's just deciding how they want to play this one. Chell knows he's... Oh, he thought he cut that one off towards apps. And Slimy just jiggling, waiting for the bomb to cross. Good patience to regroup. Chell now on the line. Slimy able to scale. And there it is. Info coming through with footsteps. How's the shot? Oh! It's good. Around the corner. Double peek, but not expecting Slimy. Molly off the wall will force Exy into the open. Force him for the fight here. And Slimy gets it done. Still clean as a whistle on the CT side. 10-0. Money for days. Even though this was a costly one, still a chance for that 13-0 to be reality.
Yeah, I mean, a bit more potential in that round thanks to Exy with the hero AK. I think that's probably the approach that you've got to keep going for JFT, right? Like macro out the window, try to go for some more kind of puggy plays and look for picks. Just walk out, simplify the game down, try to push yourselves into a mid to late round that's winnable. Get yourself into a 2-on-2 that you can try to win because nothing else has been going well for them. Does not feel like they can play Rooster in the macro game right now.
Yeah.
Rooster 2-man aggression in towards ramp. Playing quite heavy on the extremities right now, giving up middle. That gives a lot of space to JFT, which means it's eyes on ASAP inside a ladder room here to find some impact. Trying to isolate him with some Molotovs, but he still hasn't been discovered for now.
Have they... I thought they maybe tried to ladder, Molly ladder there, but...
Yeah.
Either way, he's still staying sneaky. Chell ready for the stairs lurk. Larko not too far away from doing so. And a solid A main setup. Oh, no one's seen. 3 Ts. In con, target practice going well for the first shot. And, oh, spots the push towards jungle side. A-site defense is going to be thinned with TJ falling. Slimy still going forward. And will find the bomb over towards A main. But they are happy to keep on fighting, knowing Kaze was up in the palace. And again, he will be snatched away by ASAP. 11-0. Oh, the weight keeps on stacking on him right now.
Yeah. Not really much else to say about it. Did have their opportunities in middle there, but couldn't take advantage of them, unfortunately.
Mitch.
Yes.
What's your favourite kind of Tim Tam?
Oh, dude, don't even get me started on Tim Tams. I looked in Woolies 5 minutes ago. I bought myself a cherry ripe.
5 minutes ago? Were you not here?
No. Well, yeah, look, that's a bit of an exaggeration. This round might be over in less than that as well. They're running out B apartments, trying something different. Dan's rolling back the years. ASAP in on the rotation, and him and Slimy have just ripped this B play apart. Look, I'd love to finish my story, Mac. I'd love to finish my story about Tim Tams, about Woolies, about all of the things that you care about. But,
oh, hang on.
Oh, hold on. This is very winnable. Never mind. Chalice is going to put him down. 12-0 for Rooster. And, look, that's rough. No other way of saying it. Let's go to break.
Yeah. La 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 la. Yeah. Your life hits hard, but I hit right back. I never back down. I keep keep it on track. It's the same day with no problems. I keep rising from the bottom. Cause when the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear that sound. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now. And then I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. Yes, every day was a war. Yeah, it kinda took a while. When they tell me I should stay, I just jump with a smile. Yeah, it's hard until you notice. Everybody's got their moment. When the sun comes up and I look around, I can feel that love, I can hear the sound. Listen up. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now. And then I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, cause I got no problems. Cause I got no problems. Cause I got no problems. Do you feel a little down? Say it, no problems. That you in but you out. Sing it, no problems. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now. Have none I need to worry about, cause I got no problems. They're never gonna hold me down. I'm higher than the ceiling now. Have none I need to
We had 1/6 of a second half in the prior map, and we might only get 1/12 of a half here if JFT lose the pistol. 13-0. It could be happening. You don't see it too often, but when you do, it's when pigs fly. And how many pigs do we have in the server, Mitch?
Ah, look, I won't name names. Nah, just kidding. They're all good blokes. Straight up policy for Rooster. I can't believe you put me on the spot like that. Unreal. Just unreal. It's actually going pretty well for JFT, though. They are avoiding the 13-0. This could be the start of something beautiful. This could be one of the comebacks of the century. And it is. There's a round for JFT, Mac. I can't believe it. I see tears in the eyes of the JFT fans in the crowd. They are beside themselves. This is the start. This is the beginning. Can you believe it?
It's the beginning of something. And now we have more time to fill. So let's get back to the Tim Tam operation. Laura in chat has said caramel. You said cherry ripe, which is not even a Tim Tam.
Bro, the Tim Tams were $6 a packet. I'm not buying that. Are you serious?
If you could have. I've got the Murray River salted caramel.
Double chocolate. That one's a good.
And I'm
a good one.
Looking to give them away as a present to someone that really likes their salted caramel.
Yeah, follow MacMate on Twitter. He will send you Tim Tams.
That's what I said. Well, Cars 8. 3K with 20 bullets in the clippity bippity. Not too bad. 4 alive at the end of that round. Not too bad for JFT, all things considered. But look, 1 foot in the wrong position, Mitch. And you could lose it all.
I'm going to lose it regardless. Don't you worry. Rooster's gun round time. Got a bit of a mid-spawn. What have they prepared for us? We know that they've hotly anticipated this matchup. Let's see what they've come up with here. Little bit of mid-pressure, a little bit of a 3-2. It's a quick A split. Did not see this kind of pacing through middle from JFT, but Kaze is ready for it.
Ooh, pop flash across the top. Chelios trying to set the troops up for success. Elf Milk on the top of balcony. Not too worried about Pal, but hasn't heard a thing. And has kind of counted the numbers of everything else, but Dan's quite ready for him in that position. That's going to be the A-site defense is weakened. You want XC to survive for as long as possible because you have a mega flank from Larko coming in at A main. XC, 2 flashes to try and draw attention or even buy some time, but Rooster are going to be running right at him. And the flank doesn't activate in time. That is 13-2, the final scoreline as JFT double their rounds from the previous map. So look, Mirage went twice as well as Dust 2, and that's what I got out of that one.
And that's the kind of improvement that we need to see from these up-and-coming teams, Mac, right?
Yeah.
You know? No, honestly, they've had a lot closer of games in ECL so far. I think Rooster is always a tough draw. Like I said, for some of these underdog teams, they're a team that really will give you nothing on the server. Whereas I feel like for GFT, you've seen them play closer games against some of the other teams in ECL. There are more upsettable teams, even of a similar level to Rooster, I would say, like I don't know, Housebits or something like that, perhaps might be a little bit more beatable than a Rooster as far as I'm concerned. And then you can play your Undergrounds and some of these other teams. So look, rough day at the office for JFT. That's going to be a series that they would sooner rather forget. And for Rooster, they're going to be right up the tippy top seed, I'd imagine, going through into the playoffs. Because look, we had a good couple of seasons where Rooster were the team that would qualify through to EPL.
Yeah.
Since then, they've kind of fallen off a little bit. And I think that this might be them trying to stake a claim once again to try to win that spot over.
I think, look, at the moment, they're certainly on the right track to make this one happen. And I want to see Rooster back on the international stage again, but I also want to see him like locking in. I remember when they came back from that EPL, they looked so focused, so locked in. But since the couple of change up on the roster, and yeah, there's just been a few things that unfortunately have gone wrong for them. But it feels like the scene, like if you're looking at the amount of at least org support and even some of the teams that are coming through, I'd kind of say it's feeling better than ever, but it also isn't, because you've also got FlyQuest not staying domestic very often. They're trying to, get out of Dodge for as long as possible, getting as much international experience. And that's good for them, but it's bad for the scene because they're not playing against the lower teams and sort of bringing them up. So it is just the scene that has to support itself somewhat. I think even Crunchy tweeted the other day from Mindfreak saying like he's learnt so much in just like 3 days of scrims in Europe in comparison to what he's learnt, in any scrims in OCE. So it goes to show that there is a difference in level and difference in experience. But of course, that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. But the Kadir player to watch, of course, was TJP. It was actually Danny G, but he didn't show up. So 22 and 19 across the series. It was a pretty short series, but he certainly locked down that A-site with high success in that first half of Mirage.
Yeah, and locked down all of our hearts. He's national hero here in Oceania. We all love TJP. And that's just another one in the books for him. Another easy day at the office. So, look, we'll definitely keeping an eye on Rooster, but you'll almost certainly see them in the playoffs of ESL Challenger League this time around, Mac. And like I said, hopefully they can get their eyes on a Pro League spot.
We'll see if that happens. But look, that is going to be it for OCE today. We have Asia coming up in an hour and 45 minutes. We got a big break because this was a swift finish from Rooster. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us for season 49 and a good amount of Counter-Strike. Not too much, but sometimes too much CS is a bit too much to deal with. So you have the early night tonight. Do whatever you can with it. It's bright and early, and we'll see you next time for much more CS action. Thanks for watching.
Think you've seen it all? With Faceit Watch's Point of View Selector, you can experience the game from any pro's perspective. Use the multi-view feature and customize the stream with up to 4 angles. Control what points you see while earning rewards. Drops are activated and lucky winners will receive Faceit points. And if you ever miss a match, VODs are now available. Get instant access to demos with multiple POVs and commentary. Watch it, control it, face it.
Damn, guys, we almost had this.
Thank God it's over.
Bored of endless matchmaking? Take your first step towards ECL, experiencing real strategies against teams of your skill. Learn more at fce.gg/ECL.
Problems, I know it's gonna be alright. It's getting better every time. Nobody's gonna kill my vibe, 'cause I got no problems. I'm bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil, let him let it loose. I'm an earthquake, make your bones shake. There's no question I'm the king, I always dominate. A force to be reckoned with, better remember it. Look at what I can do, walking all over you. Incredible, it's criminal. I never lose, I'm bulletproof. I'm bulletproof, don't ever lose. Put the evil in the devil, let him let it loose. I'm an earthquake, make your bones shake. There's no question I'm the king, I always dominate. A force to be reckoned with, better remember it. Look at what I can do, walking all over you. Incredible, it's criminal. I never lose, I'm bulletproof. Look at me.